Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going deep into something I think we all feel sometimes. Those moments of feeling really lost, maybe broken, just needing a reset, you know?
Yeah, needing restoration.
Exactly. And our main source for this is an analysis called The Path to Divine Restoration, Psalm 80 Insights, from June 26, 2025. Plus, we're looking at Psalm 80 itself, obviously.
Right. And our goal, really, our mission for this deep dive is to unpack how even when things feel, well, hopeless,
Like you've been abandoned.
or maybe you're facing consequences, from your own stuff, even then, there's this call for hope, for renewal.
It's persistent, isn't it? The source calls Psalm 80 a heartfelt cry.
From people feeling abandoned, broken, yeah.
But here's the thing that struck me. They've faced discipline, but the source says they haven't lost hope.
That's key. It keeps coming back to that refrain.
Oh, absolutely. Restore us, O God. Let your face shine that we may be saved. You hear it, what, verses 3, 7?
And 19. That last one is really highlighted as pivotal.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about this core tension the source points out.
The paradox.
Yeah.
God as both judge and healer.
Right. How does that work? He disciplines, but then the source says he welcomes us back.
Well, it challenges our simple categories, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And that phrase, let your face shine. The source is clear. It's not just like nice poetry. It's asking for his actual presence.
His favor, grace.
Exactly. His nearness. Even when you feel miles away or totally broken.
Yeah.
It's an invitation back into relationship.
Okay, let's get into the imagery because it's so vivid. Israel as a vine.
Yeah. And the source clarifies this isn't just any old plant. It's like symbolic of their whole identity.
Chosen by God, planted carefully.
Right. Brought out of Egypt, God clearing the way, planting it. And it wasn't fragile.
No, it says it took deep root and filled the land.
Covered mountains, branches reached the sea, the river. You see that in verses 8 to 11. It's a picture of immense God-given flourishing.
Incredible growth. But then it just turns.
Such a sharp turn. And the source stresses this isn't just about farming trouble. It's national disaster.
Yeah, the walls are broken down.
Fruit stolen, ravaged by wild animals.
Yeah.
A boar from the forest.
Oof. And then burned. Cut down. Verses 12 to 16, it's just devastation.
Total desolation. And out of that comes this cry. It's so raw.
What do they say?
Turn again, O God of hosts. Look down from heaven and see. Have regard for this vine.
Ah, the stock that your right hand planted. Verses 14 and 15.
Yeah. You can just feel the weight of it, that sense of abandonment mixed with this desperate, desperate hope.
So how else does this desperation, but also the hope, come through in their words? The source must highlight specific phrases.
Oh, definitely. Right at the beginning, how they address God.
Okay.
Square cherubim of Israel. And enthroned upon the cherubim.
Powerful images. The source probably explains the cherubim one.
Yeah, it signifies God's majesty, his ultimate power, even when they feel powerless and alone. And they beg him, shine forth, stir up your might, and come to save us. That's verses 1 and 2. It's urgent.
And the complaint is just heartbreaking. Oh, Lord God of hosts, how long will you be angry with your people's prayers?
Can you imagine feeling like even your prayers aren't getting through?
Terrible. And being fed the bread of tears, given tears to drink in full measure, made a joke by their neighbors. That's verses 4 to 6. The pain is palpable.
It really is. But even in that deep pain, there's this specific request. They ask God to put his hand on the man of your right hand, the Son of Man whom you have made strong for yourself, verse 17.
What does the source say about that? Is it a specific person?
It suggests it's a plea for a leader, someone God empowers, maybe a king, maybe looking ahead. Some see a messianic hint there, someone to bring about the restoration they need.
Interesting. And there's a promise tied to this restoration, right?
Absolutely. The source points this out clearly. If God restores them, they promise, then we shall not turn back from you. Give us life, and we will call upon your name. That's verse 18.
So it's not just fix this, God. It's if you bring us back.
We commit to you. It's relational. It's about turning back to him, not just getting stuff fixed. Restoration involves a renewed commitment on their part, too.
That makes sense. Okay, so bringing this ancient psalm and the insights from our source into today, what does it mean for you listening right now?
Right, because it's not just history.
No way. The source actually asks us to think. Are there parts of your life that feel like that vine? Broken, maybe distant from God, perhaps dealing with consequences?
It could be anything, really. A career that feels stalled, a relationship that's fractured.
Yeah, or just that internal feeling of being off track.
And the really big question the source pushes is,
Yeah.
do you believe he still wants to restore you?
That's tough. Because sometimes when we feel we've messed up or we're in that discipline phase,
Shame creeps in big time. You feel like maybe restoration isn't for you anymore.
but the source is emphatic, isn't it? God is the God who restores. Full stop, no matter how deep the break.
Exactly. That career setback, that argument, that regret, they're all places where this ancient cry for restoration can echo today.
So the source asks, what would it look like to actually turn back? Not hiding in shame, but with hope.
Yeah, real hope. It's about letting him into those painful spots, right? Acknowledging the mess without letting it be the final word.
A reorientation, maybe?
I think so. It's like, okay, maybe I feel like that vine burned and cut down, but the gardener, God, is still there. And maybe, as the source suggests, the discipline isn't just punishment.
What is it then?
Maybe it's his way of leading us back, which is, kind of counterintuitive, a loving act, ultimately.
Wow. So wrapping this up, the main takeaway from this deep dive seems to be,
Despite it all, the abandonment feelings, the consequences, the disciplined God remains the one who restores.
He is the God who restores. It's fundamental, and it's not just about fixing circumstances.
No, it's about realizing he's still pursuing us, loving us, even right in the middle of our brokenness, maybe especially then.
So the final thought to leave you with, drawing from the source.
If discipline can actually lead to restoration, where do you need to let go of the shame? Where can you invite his presence into the pain, the regret?
Yeah. What would it actually look like, feel like, to pray honestly, God, let your face shine on me again?
And to trust that even when things are definitely not good, he's working to bring you home, praying for hearts that turn back, especially when it's hard.